Say it again.
And his opinion been taken seriously based on his hard work in the White House, they might still be kicking our ass. Because you got to remember that white people are in control, point blank. So if they didn't have his little bit of input in the whole scenario with his son involved and all that stuff, because they knew his son was involved.
Yeah, they didn't take his input.
They kind of did, because they was turning on TV set and they was going back and forth. So they kind of did. Each president took a little bit of his input about what was going on as far as the way the racism was going.
I didn't feel that.
That's what I thought the movie was gonna be about.
But that's actually what it was about.
No, the changes came from the people busting their ass out there in the streets.
Yeah, but
because you can't go to a country under the pretense of liberation.
Right.
When you're beating the shit out of your citizens.
Your own people.
Hanging and burning your citizens.
I agree.
And so he had nothing to do with that.
It was times he wouldn't even speak up when he asked them. He would say nothing. And in real life, because that was some crap. In real life, Bobby Kennedy and JFK at the time was getting so much pressure because it was televised. And it was such an outcry over the nation.
Yeah, that's what changed it.
Bobby Kennedy went down there
his little
and took care of that.
contribution. I don't think he had a contribution.
But he had first-hand knowledge as far as being in the White House with the president.
He was just a fly on the wall. But he was not a coon. He was a fly on the wall that never even buzzed in your ear. You know what I'm saying? He was just in the fucking room. He could have been dead on the windowsill. He was just there.
I think that they respected him based on his hard work.
No.
I believe that.
Think about how long it took him to get that raise. When he went and talked to that dude.
Right. The dude wouldn't give him the
raise. It took him 10 years, 20 years to go back in there and get balls enough to say what he had to say.
But you also have to remember that he was really one of the only black people that the presidents actually probably knew personally.
Okay, but my thing is this, right? And okay, look at The Godfather.
Okay.
You remember how it started with the mortician talking about they beat my little girl and I want justice and all that shit, right?
Right.
They made a movie about The Godfather though.
Okay.
Not the mortician.
Right.
He's a mortician. There's black people that were doing bigger and better things than him. They make movies about our help, our butlers, our slaves, like nobody was out here doing some real shit.
It was real shit being done all around, all throughout the United States.
But we don't get those movies. We get the movie about the butler. You understand what I'm saying?
Like you got to remember, a black man made the movie.
Oh yeah,
that's the biggest problem.
But we got Jigaboos ain't never stopped.
That's one of our biggest problems.
That man said that. What did he say? He said that. What did he? The guy who made that movie had a quote talking about white people can, he said white people can call us nigger and disrespect us, but still care about us. But that's what the maker of the movie said. That's what Daniel said. Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
He said they can call us a nigger and still respect us.
Yes, and still love us. And he was like, look at Lyndon Johnson. That was his example. So you got to understand, he's a jigaboo, 100%.
Okay.
You know, and so the way he made that movie was not about any type of empowerment. It was all about getting some tickets sold, appealing to the people who gonna let the movie be out.
White people. So you said that the son wasn't empowering in his struggle?
Not at all. Because I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Right.
And that wasn't even the real character.
For one, he was rebelling on his father's dime.
Right.
He was rebelling on his father's dime.
Right.
And are you married?
No, I'm not married.
All right, you got a woman.
Yeah, I got one.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so his woman had gotten put in the hospital. This is the shit that really got me. His woman got put in the hospital by them dudes that jumped on her, right? And they bailed him out of jail. Right? So that's when he transitioned from the Martin Luther King to turn the other cheek to the Black Panthers. Right? Then, at the Black Panther meeting, they're talking about eye for an eye.
Right.
And his woman is all about it.
She was all about it.
And he's like, you really ready to kill somebody? Now let me ask you, if 5 dudes jumped on your wife or your woman, would you look at her and say, are you really ready to kill somebody?
See, you gotta remember now, if I was back there, I would have definitely been with the Malcolm and the
and that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't have been with
what I'm saying is they give you a false hero and another false hero. Make one false hero slightly better than the other one.
Well, that's the way.
So when you pick, you're still picking a loser. Because when a man will let his woman get his ass beat within inches of her life and then look at her like she's crazy because she's ready to kill somebody.
Okay.
Then that's not a fucking man. That's not a hero.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so,
I agree with
so what I'm saying is he wasn't anything spectacular. He was basically the one that they gave us to say, always turn, because they always give black people subliminal messages to always turn the other cheek. So he was still the turn the other cheek guy. They never even showed him demonstrating violence. They showed him getting coffee and shit thrown in his face. They showed him getting forced off the bus. They showed him getting fucked up and not doing anything, right? And when he joined the struggle to do something, they never showed it. And then when they were ready to actually do some real shit, he got out of it. So that's not a hero.
And my problem with the Coon is this. There's a part in there where his son died. He showed very little emotion. He's just like, oh, my son died, alright. But when JFK got assassinated, this nigga was crying.
Oh my God! The white guy dead!
So what's the message?
Oh Lord!
Hold on, wait.
Massa dead! Massa dead!
And this is the thing too, right? You won't find an Asian movie, a Hispanic movie, an Italian movie, a white movie where you can kill my father and rape my mother, right?
Okay.
I not do nothing to you, and people call it a good movie.
And remember, he was calling him as
I get zero retaliation.
I just remember.
And you call it a good movie.
Remember in the beginning of the movie, when
he got his
when the white lady say,
he would be the best house nigga ever.
right.
Yeah.
And that's gonna make you a good house
That's
nigga.
what he did for his entire life, and then he died.
And my thing is,
It's just
no movie even becomes close to being good without redemption. How do you disrupt my entire family unit, and I not only do nothing, but I decide that these other motherfuckers is gonna save us. He was arguing with his son about why can't he see that they gonna help us? How the fuck do you watch your father get murdered?
Your mama get raped. Your mama get raped, and then you say they gonna save us. They gonna help us.
Hold on, wait. I agree with all that.
Yeah.
I agree with all that. I got into the movie because I was around during the struggle.
I get that, and that's the appeal. But my thing is that's the appeal.
That's how
they lure us in to feed us bullshit.
They just went
subliminal.
deeper. They went deeper.
Y'all went deeper.
Yeah, because black people don't require everything to be good. We just require something to
We've
be
been
good.
taught to be
We
miserable.
require something to be relatable. We don't require the standards throughout the entire movie to be up to par.
Right.
And that's how we've been
taught to settle. We've been taught to settle over the years.
Yeah.
The same thing happened after Martin got killed. When the Panther Party was stomping in the streets and they killed and J. Edgar Hoover killed Martin Luther King, what they did was they pacified black people with money.
Yeah.
And what they did was they gave all these small business loans to all the black leaders across the country. So the Walter Burks opened the McDonald's in Cleveland, and Floyd Swoop opened up the Mirrors and things like that. That's locally.
Yeah.
And they did that all across the country to make us feel like we have arrived.
Yeah.
But the truth is, shit hadn't changed.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's smoke and mirrors.
Everything that we deal with, period, is smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
if
but
you really think about it, everything from voting to
all day.
to our food, to our health, everything is smoke and mirrors. Everything. And I hate to sound cynical when I talk to people.
It's not cynical. That's reality. That's
None
the
of
way
the
it
shit
is.
you've been taught is true.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah.
And the coldest black people, they never make a movie out. The coldest movie would be the Marcus Garvey movie. He was probably the coldest black dude ever.
Louis Overture.
They ain't making that.
Right?
Right.
Hannibal.
Danny Glover just tried to make a movie.
and they wanted
and they
to
told
shut
him
that shit
unless
down.
he could find a white hero, they would not let this movie be made.
Well, of
Which
course.
movie? How the fuck you gonna find a white
The
hero?
Resistance,
Nat
the guy
Turner?
who freed Haiti from the
Nah,
French.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Louis Overture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, chances are, if you waiting on them to green light it, it's not gonna happen.
And that's what they tell us though. Every movie is all about waiting on them to green light.
Yeah.
Or you're a hero because you in the help you done sashed your neck and said some shit back to the nigga that owns you.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you, massa.
That's what I was waiting on. When he asked for the raise and he was like, "No, I was waiting on him to say, you know what? Fuck this job."
The positive side.
Yeah.
Every white movie to come out.
Any black ones on there?
No, because that's my point.
Even 12
Not
years
one. You can't think of one.
Even 12 years.
What was your question? Is it any movies out black movies out that hold up to the standards y'all? You know,
Black Panther, Malcolm X was the real last Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
I like Malcolm X. I like Panther.
Hoodlum was one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? And but
ain't take no shit.
The thing about Hoodlum is them niggas turned against him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It really happened, so it's cool.
When we do what everybody else does, our own people turn against us.
They got together at the end.
Yeah,
and
they
Hoodlum. Yeah, the guy who was working for the white dude.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about the black people turned against them.
In the movie?
Yeah.
They did in the movie, but that's not really what happened in real life.
Like,
What?
I used to love this line. Don't make me raise up.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Remember you told his cousin?
Yeah, you know.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Don't make me raise up.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. I wanted to say that to somebody for years.
You know that we've been taught to not trust each other.
And we've been taught that winning is submission.
Right.
We win by submitting. We win by getting through instead of taking control and changing.
Have y'all seen all the Hidden Color movies yet?
Oh, absolutely.
You seen 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't seen 3.
I got it.
You remember I was gonna wait till we did that screening, so I just purposely didn't see it.
So we'll do the screening.
Now that's some real shit.
That too.
But
I think a good topic even for us to even do on the roundtable is seeking white approval.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I see Steph. You know, Steph